Vedas were descended into the hearts and minds of our rishis. The feelings were translated into words. Similarly, the great sage Vyasa did the wonderful job of identifying the feelings, exchange of feelings between Arjuna and Lord Krishna, and translated them into words. Gita is a message, eternal message. Gita is a signpost leading us in one direction. It is a great objective. That objective is to arrive at Sthita Prajna state. The whole purpose of Gita being preached to Arjuna originally was to bring him to a certain level of mind that will help him differentiate between what is right, what is wrong, what is dharma, what is adharma, and especially through such a state of mind, through Sthita Prajna state, remind him of his duties. It is in the silence of the mind, discriminative mind, that can identify the urgency. Can you imagine that moment where these brothers, these relatives, the gurus and sishyas, the great-grandsons and Bhishma, they're on words of fighting. They're face to face, and Arjuna dwindles. That's when Lord Krishna opens up to him and inspires him in some way. My great master used to say that it was impossible to recite 700 slokas or 18 chapters of Gita at that very crucial moment when war is just about to begin. It was then that Lord Krishna recited actually hardly 9 to 10 slokas. Rest of the knowledge that we see in the form of various slokas was transmitted to Arjuna. You know how our tradition is. Vedas were descended into the hearts and minds of our rishis. The feelings were translated into words. Similarly, the great sage Vyasa did the wonderful job of identifying the feelings, exchange of feelings between Arjuna and Lord Krishna, and translated them into words. All these verses are nothing but his creation of translating those feelings into words. When we think of Gita, one wonders, what is the purpose today? The purpose of Gita, the message of Gita, is eternal. It is everlasting, never changing. It has only one purpose. Purpose is to bring about certain state of mind that can clearly guide you amongst various choice making. Though it gives us the indication that you have to move in this direction, arrive at Sthita Prajna state, lead a life like a leaf, lotus leaf in a dirty pond, unaffected by the surrounding. It's a great thing, Sthita Prajna state of remaining unaffected by the surrounding. All these things are great. These are indications. Please arrive at such a state and see the beauty unfold in your life and see how happy you can become. But there is no actual solution. When Arjuna, after being completely clear from all doubts, after arriving at such a clear-mindedness that yes, now I have to perform my duty, he says, rather he asks a question to Lord Krishna, I'm very thankful to you, I'm grateful to you rather, but how will the posterity, how will the common person grasp you, can understand you, can realize you? And Lord Krishna answers in a very simple way, Hridayame Pashyasi. But even this simple way, Hridayame Pashyasi, look myself in your heart. Just by saying that look myself in your heart, you don't start feeling the presence of the Lord. There's much more to it. Lord Krishna, through yogic transmission of Pranahuti, was able to elevate Arjuna's consciousness to the highest in a fraction of a second. And this experience of fraction of a second is now a product in the form of 700 verses. Many symbols created by our sages have tremendous significance. Om is considered as a holy symbol, and precisely so, for it carries many secret messages. In one way, they are secret for those who don't understand, and they no longer are secret for those who understand the value of it. When we see this particular symbol, this is Sat. When it descends like this and then rises, try to rise above and then it falls back. This is Sat, Tamas. So this portion is Rajas. And when we transcend all these things, beyond these three gunas, enter zero, then you are liberated. But instead of that, instead of going this way, you go this way. Then there is no transcendence like this. Then you remain within these attributes. Your life cycle again continues. So this is a must. Coming out of this cycle from here, before you fall into tamas. People who can't get liberation, they form this circuit. People who are liberated, they go this way and transcend the attributes into nothingness. So when we are greeting others or affectionately, in a light humor, we even do this to our children. Namaste bete. It is to teach them to adopt such a way of life. But you are doing things like, hey, good morning, and you keep walking. Or when you say, thanks anyway, goodbye, something like that. Or you bump into someone and say, sorry, when you really don't mean it. Such greetings should be heartfelt. Heartfelt in the sense, when you are recognizing a person, that so-and-so is standing in front of you, and you are showering that respect, reverence, and both gets affected because of this simple act. The aggression that fellow may have, your namaste have dissolved that aggression to a large extent. And when we add love, when we add compassion to all these things, the relationship will change. Well, it's a fundamental question that we all go through, whether I'm on the right track or not. You will know it only when your ever-changing consciousness. It's a witnessing sign that my consciousness is changing, my experiences are changing, I'm becoming better and better person, my negative qualities are going, and I'm becoming more influenced with such qualities like love and compassion. And more people will come and say, oh, wow, there's something different with this person. Then you say, wow, thank God, I'm becoming better with this practice. In general, we have likes and dislikes for objects and persons. Now, they all settle at a specific chakra, yogic chakra in our system. As we clean them, as we purify these yogic chakras and as they unfold, automatically this compassion and generosity of the heart will come to its forefront. So as we meditate and become more and more evolved in our consciousness, and as more and more chakras are being cleansed up, purified, That is the way to naturally arrive at a state that whatever you are requiring, it unfolds in a natural way, state of compassion, generosity. Of course, one thing for sure, intentions drives the whole process. Lord Buddha, he also mastered, championed this aspect of compassion and shared with the world that what a society would be if there was no compassion. Compassion to them was to taking care of the others. It will be foolishness to be compassionate towards yourself, personal self. Modern day lingo for such aspect, where your compassion remains restricted to your family, where only family's flourishing is looked into. Lord Buddha, his his spiritual journey was triggered by witnessing the miseries in the world. Did he go through the misery himself personally that triggered the inward search? No. He witnessed it outside. He felt it inside. He had compassion aroused in his heart to such an extent that I would like to free human beings from the misery. So his search began, not to remove his personal misery. He was a prince. He had no misery in his life, personally speaking, but he was affected by the other's misery. Heartfulness way is the most advanced system that is available today in the history of humanity. Imagine a person trying to attain samadhi. You know what is samadhi, right? Traditionally, they would meditate for hours together every single day. They'll wait and wait and wait. Like you read about Buddha. He left his wife, he left his son, very young age of a boy. He ate leaves, chewed leaves, led a very difficult life in jungle. He got fed up of life. He was so enthused, or he was so restless to find an essence or some substance or some state of consciousness that would prevent us from sufferings. Dukkha, he used to call, how to escape this dukkha. And when did he achieve his nirvana? God knows how many decades he must have meditated and wandered from place to place. So difficult. Lord Buddha, he used to say during his lifetime, whenever people came, they came in throngs. Gurus came, they fell at his feet. They came sometimes in strength of 500, they brought their 500 disciples, 5,000 disciples, and they all surrendered to Lord Buddha and said, please accept us. But gurus of those days had many questions also. The Lord Buddha used to tell them, be with me for 1 year. Don't ask me any question. Whatsoever questions you may have, ask me after a year. And by, with years of meditation, no question will arise anyway, but they will be all dissolving little by little as you meditate every day. It's like a dream, golden age of spirituality. Will it ever happen? I doubt it. We are chasing something which is impossible. During our lifetime, as one individual evolves, there are many also individuals who are behind us who are also trying to evolve. The day the world becomes absolutely spiritual, that will be the end of the universe. The purpose is served. There is no longer, or there will not be any need for a world to remain once the goal is fulfilled. What is the need? That's it. There is no need once the world becomes spiritual, individuals become spiritual, goal is fulfilled, then what is the use of the world? It has served its purpose. So, this total spirituality engulfing all of us, it's not going to happen. As we evolve, there is a backlog of individuals who are also evolving, not only the human life, but imagine the other lives which are also trying to become human and angelic later on. So it's a continuous process. And when it's a continuous process, Arriving at golden age of spirituality means it's a full stop.
Where does the soul go after death? Uncover the hidden journey of consciousness beyond the physical. Click on the video to begin this exploration and subscribe for more timeless revelations.